Hey everybody, Jaron Blackie here, Impact Total Health and Fitness, and today I'm going to take you through my own personal fitness test. Now I need to point out that it's just mine. It was created for me to hang on, wait for this car. Created for me simply just to make sure that I was keeping myself to certain levels of base fitness. It's not the top level that I'd ever try and get to. It's pretty close though, it's around about the right spot, but basically it keeps my body in a base position so that I can then move forward in different directions. Like if I was playing soccer, for example, I would actually be adding on more cardio style tests that I want to tick off: sprint tests, agility, etc., height jumps, all that sort of stuff. Okay, it's very, very different. So this is just the baseline stuff that I work on. Didn't grab it off the internet, didn't take it from anywhere else, just created it myself as things that I wanted to be able to do. So before, you know, you get all grumpy about it, oh, this test sucks or something like that, just bugger off, don't care, go and do your own one somewhere else. Okay, this is just for me, just my personal test. Now, on the test you'll notice that I've got some green zones for you to, that you get into when you're ticking off things. They are areas, again, just for me, that I'm happy and satisfied. If I'm reaching into those areas, then I'm again looking after those particular parts of my health and keeping it sorted. Alright, so again, take away what you want to take from this test. Some of you might look at that and go, crap, you know what, I need to really improve. Because I know that these things, if I follow them and hit these targets pretty much all the time, that I'm looking after my health, I'm looking after my physical ability. Okay, so if I ever need to jump over a fence because there's a big dog chasing me, or you know, I'm out walking in the bush and I slip down a bank and I need to climb back up out of it, or there's someone that's in danger and I need to be able to jog at least 5Ks to get to, you know, coverage on a phone or something like that. Yeah, that I actually have those abilities to do those things. So that's why I do them. Same with the chest and the push-ups and that sort of stuff. It's just about making sure that my body is functioning the way that I want it to function. It has absolutely zero to do with weight, to fat, body compositions, any of that sort of stuff at all, okay? It's just purely about physical ability. So I wanted to make that clear to you 100%. I normally do these tests probably only once a month as well. And it's random times. I don't just go, hey, I'm doing the whole test right now. It could be that, you know, like the agility test, I'm warmed up, I've been running around like an idiot, and I just see a wall that I might normally jump against if I've been out for a jog, and I know that that's my target to try and jump up and touch. Okay, so as simple as that. Same with the planks as well. Doing planks in class because I'm teaching my class, you know, my core strength. I just go for the correct amount of time and go, hey, yep, I've got that covered. So it's just simple stuff like that. So I almost build some of these things into my workouts as well. Like the back and endurance one, when I'm pulling myself up on the bar. Again, I'll just go, right, my first set. Let's see if I can still get past 40 or 50, whatever it is I need to get to as my target. Simple as that. Alright, so coming up first, we're going to hit down to the mat. I'm going to take you through the sit and reach stretch. This is pretty much the standard one that you will actually find on the internet, but I've just given it my own little areas as well. And you'll notice that too, along with the green zones that I've got for areas you're to target, I've also gone backwards too and given you. Now, if anybody actually wants to use this, I've gone back and given you points that you should be looking to try and move forward on as well. Then you can add your points up towards the end and see how you're actually going. Yeah? Alrighty. Let's get on with it. I'll see you on the floor in a second. Alright, welcome down. So I'm just sitting flat on the floor. I've got my legs straight, my knees are not bent. I've got them as straight as I possibly can. My toes are up. You are allowed to curl your toes towards you. You can do that much with this test. You can slunch forward, you can sit up straight. I don't care, as long as your knees are straight and your toes are curled back. And then the aim is to slide as far as you can. If you can go this far, you've got work to do. Go this far, you've got work to do, etc. And the aim for me is always being to get my wrists that far so I can curl my hand underneath. Okay? Sit and reach test. Now with this, you cannot bounce to try and get as far as you're going. You may have to slide as far as you can, and you can't go any further, and then you need to mark your spot right to see where you're at. You might just be able to get, you know, oh, there's my freckle, and you can put a little pen mark there if you wanted, and go back and roughly use my chart to see how well you're going. And there is sit and reach tests out there where you can measure the distance back from your toe, etc., to see what you're up to. But basically, I like to be able to get this far because I know when I'm standing up, I can actually get my hands down onto the ground. I know that means I've got lots of flexibility through my hamstrings, through my glute, through my lower back. So when I'm playing sport, I can actually do those sorts of movements that are required. Right, let's move on to, it might be chest endurance. I think we're on to now. Okay, welcome back. So this time we're going to be working on our core endurance. Okay, we're just going to do the normal old plank. It's probably one of the easiest ways to be able to test this. Guys and girls have to be on their elbows and their toes. Everyone, as far as I'm concerned, should be able to do this one. You're up, nice elbows, nice straight body. I'm up on my tippy toes. holding myself nice and strong. I'm not letting my hips drop down. I'm not shaking all over the place. I'm staying as still as I can, okay? And the aim is to hold there for as long as you can. Eventually you will collapse. There's never been a car in the street for the last 6 months, and then we go into coronavirus and the place is just how busy, there's cars everywhere. Anyway, hold yourself in that position for as long as you can. As soon as you feel yourself starting to drop down, that's it. Test's over. It means you've already given up. You've already moved. Got it? Alright. I'll see you ready for the next test in a second. Okay, so welcome back down to the floor. So now we're going to be working on push-ups. So it's our chest endurance, our ability just to push ourselves up and down as many times as we can. So we're testing our strength endurance, not strength, should I say. It's chest endurance, muscle endurance, not necessarily strength. Okay, very different thing. So for men, you should be able to do these up on your hands, on your toes. My hips aren't dropped down. I'm nice straight back. I lower forwards. My nose touches the ground and I come back up. Okay, simple as that. That's your push-ups. Ladies, you can do them on your knees. Again though, you still have to rock forward slightly. Okay, you are not putting your head between your hands. That's a load of crap. You rock forward and your nose goes out in front of your body. Again, blokes, we could place a tennis ball underneath if you're not quite sure where the target is to hit, and it's the same deal. Nose is hitting the ground at the same time that I'm actually just touching the tennis ball, okay? At the top of the push-up, you cannot rest. You push up, you go back down. You push up, you go back down. There's no resting at any particular time, okay? When you start on your toes, you stay on your toes until you finish. Ladies, on your knees if you want to, but if you can do them up on your toes, then you know what? Challenge yourself that way. Maybe set your own fitness test. Remember, again, this is just me and things that I target to do. You might want to create your own tests and targets as well. Alright, so you're back again. This time we're going to be testing our leg endurance, our glutes. Again, it's not about strength, it's about endurance, okay? So, what we have to do to make it easier on ourselves, so you know you're getting this right, I've found a bench that is roughly about the same height as the back of my knees. It's probably a little bit low, but it'll be okay. My feet, as you can see in the image, are going to be directly underneath my hips. This bench is good for it. It's actually got spots for me to line up with. And I'm just going to be putting my hands out in front, and I sit down just until I feel the back of my legs, my butt, touch the bench, okay? And then I come back up again. That's all I want to do. Now the target I think is roughly 50 you've got to get past to make sure you'll be able to do that. Honestly, I think everyone should be able to do 50 squats. That way, we're not going 100 miles an hour, you're just trying to get them done. So you should be able to quite comfortably get through them with the squats, okay? Sitting down, make sure your butt goes out the back. Definitely have to go out the back. You don't want your knees going forwards. You've got to sit backwards down and into it. I think everyone should be able to do them. Okay, see you for the next one shortly. Okay, so I'm back down on the floor to show you this one. We're doing some horizontal back resistance. And as I start speaking, what happens? Another car. How good's that? Right, so from here, I've done is just put a bar across some equipment that I've made. You could use chairs for this. You could put a broom handle across a couple of chairs to lift yourself up and down. But basically, I'll just take you through an example. I've got my hands quite wide here, as you can see. I'm going to lean back, and my aim is to bring my chest up to touch the bar and lower back down again. Now you can go quite quick. This isn't about endurance and building muscle. It's about getting yourself up and down, making sure you hit the bar each time. This is probably just a little bit too high. I need to bring it down a little bit. But this way basically is testing out some back strength, by holding yourself there, and also your ability to get your back muscles to continue to fire in an endurance style method for at least, I think it might be 40 repetitions. It might even be 50 repetitions, is it? Can't quite remember on the paperwork, but I always aim to get somewhere between 40 and 50. Okay, we're getting close to the end of your test. So once again, trying to start this video, and it was just like there was a convoy went past. Like, it's crazy. It's usually such a quiet street. Anyways, we're going to be doing chin-ups on this one. Now here I've actually set my bar up. Up the top here. This is actually just where I store my bars, so hopefully this doesn't break while I'm doing it for you. But my chin-up bar is right up above you here. Terrible angle for a video, okay? So hopefully this doesn't bloody fall down on me. Hang on it a little bit, so it should be okay. Now with the chin up, your hands, oh hang on, should we wait for another car? With the chin up, your hands are quite wide. You can see I'm really stretched out nice and wide. And when I pull myself up, I want to get my chin, you're not going to be able to see it because I've got my back to you, but I want to get my chin just up and over the bar and back down straight again, okay? To be able to do 10 of these, I'm actually very, very, very happy because I've had dodgy elbows for many years. And when I was young, up to about the age of 16, I could not do one. I was 16, I was about 15. I couldn't do one of them. So now I'm really happy that I can. Anyways, nice wide hands, dropping down, pulling up. I'll do two for you. Getting your chin up and down nice and high. over the top, okay? I won't do too many because I haven't warmed my arms up and I'm likely to pop my elbows out, and they've been good for about 6 months now, so I don't want to ruin them. That's it. That's your chin-ups. Ladies, if you can do 1 or 2 of them, that's great. And the reason I like to be able to do chin-ups is, again, like I think I said to you at the start of this, if I'm running along and I have to, for some reason, be able to jump over a fence, I want to know that, if there's a dog chasing me, or maybe I've got to leap over something to save my own life or something, that I have the ability to be able to jump, grab, lift myself up, throw my leg and pull myself over the top of it, okay? So that's the only real reason that I actually have this one on my fitness test. Okay, so let's talk about vertical jump. Now, the easiest way to measure this, as far as I'm concerned, is get yourself a little piece of blue tack. My foot is almost touching the wall. I'm going to slide my hand up as far as I can without getting on tippy toes. Stick the piece of blue tack against the wall. Leave it there. I get myself another little piece of blue tack, okay? And this time I'm lined up and I'm going to jump up as high as I can and stick it against the wall. And then you measure the gap between 2 pieces of blue tack. That's how many centimetres you got. Go to your chart, you'll know how many points you get as well. How easy is that? I roughly jump about 40 to about 45 centimetres above my own height. That's when I'm not doing any training to actually make sure that I can jump higher than that, okay? I'm not conditioning myself. That's just what I want. Again, it's just my baseline. Righto. That's it. We'll see you very soon for another test. Alright, welcome back again. This time we need to do some balancing. Now, years ago I blew out one of my knees, my right knee, and it took me a lot of work coming back, and the physio had me doing a lot of balance work. Probably not enough. I ended up doing a lot more myself, getting a Boju ball to stand on with a flat box on it, and working on constantly being on one leg to get that communication through my leg and all the way back up, so I didn't have to have surgery. Now, with this one, what you need to do is, with 30 seconds as your target, you should be able to balance on one leg. Eyes open, right? Yeah, pretty simple. But you should be doing it with your eyes closed. So you should be able to stand here quite comfortably, and if I manage to do this, I should be able to do it for 30 seconds with you. If you can advance on from this, the other thing is, you should be able to brush your teeth. I'm brushing my teeth just with my eyes closed. So you could actually do this exercise while standing in front of the mirror. You won't know if you're in front of the mirror because you have your eyes closed, but you should be able to brush your teeth consistently going. I need to check the time. 3, 2, 1. So you should be able to stand for at least 30 seconds on your right leg, 30 seconds on your left leg, and you'll notice you're getting individual scores for that particular one. Alright, you should be able to do that. I promise. Great. It means you have absolutely beautiful coordination, communication, even from every part of your body sort of chatting, and your core's working as well. Okay? Go and do that one. See how you go. You seriously wouldn't believe how many times I've just tried to do this cardio video and cars just keep flying up and I don't know what's going on. Way to stay at home though, people. Okay, so with this one, it's cardio. Now, I've tried to just put this one into a situation where it might actually be practical, might be useful for life, I'm not sure, okay, but basically myself, I want to know that I can jog 5 kilometres and I can do it at roughly 5 minutes a kilometre, so it's going to take me that sort of 25 minutes to be able to run 5 kilometres, okay? I know I could probably do it faster if I had to in an emergency, but this is simply what I want to be able to do. Now, for this test, the aim in this one is you actually go out and jog for as long as you can. Now, if you can get to 1 kilometre, great, you get points. If you can get to 2, you get the points. If you can get to 3 without stopping, you get points. Get to 4K, you get points. The aim is to try and get to 5 without stopping. So find yourself a nice level bit of ground, and it's not about how fast you can do it, it's about you know already what your jogging speed is, right? So you should be at your jogging speed. So myself, I'd probably go out there and go, right, I'm going to jog at 5 minutes 20 to 5 minutes 30 per kilometre. I could time it on my watch so I can make sure I'm on my right pace, and I want to make sure I hold that average speed for that amount of time, for that amount of distance, should I say. Got it? Alright, go and do it. Good luck. I really don't like doing a lot of cardio, I'll be honest with you. I love the results from cardio, but I need a soccer ball to chase. I need something, I need to be playing a game, a sport, and I just find it so much more beneficial. I do not enjoy going for a jog at all. At all. Right. Hey, I did that. No cars went past. See you for the next one.